This week's weekly ritual is dedicated to the memory of former Underoath guitarist Corey Steger, who died this week at age 42. Rest in peace. What's up, everybody? It's Keefe, and you're watching the Weekly Ritual, Ghost Cult's news program, right here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe and support GhostCultMan.com, a small business. And now, let's get into it. In case you missed it, features at Ghost Cult Magazine. We kick off our features this week with our exclusive interview right here on YouTube with Alex Webster of Cannibal Corpse. Their brand new album, Violence Unimagined, drops April 16th on Metal Blade Records. We also interviewed Tom Jordan of 20 Watt Tombstone. Their new EP, Year of the Jackalope, is out now. In another exclusive, we interviewed the MTV Headbangers Ball icon himself, Riki Rachtman, who is coming back with his brand new music video show, The Ball, this weekend on Gimme Metal TV. And lastly, in our features, we caught up with New York rocker Madam Mayhem all about her brand new single and video, Cruel Heart, which is out now. And now, the news rundown. We start this week's news off with a heavy heart, as we have to bring you the news of the passing of original Underoath lead guitarist Corey Steger. He was only 42 years old, and he died in a 3-car accident in his home of Florida. There's a GoFundMe set up for his wife and children, and we send our sympathies out to Corey's family, friends, and fans at this time. More news this week about John Schaffer of Iced Earth. He's been in a jail in Indiana ever since his arrest following the January 6th Capitol insurrection of Washington, D.C. His lawyers motioned to drop the case against him entirely because he has not been formally charged and he was not extradited to Washington, D.C. as of yet, but now a judge has ruled he will be remanded to prison until it's time for his trial. We'll bring you more news on this as it develops. Red alert, y'all! Jinjer has booked a North American tour. We brought you the news last week that tours were going to start opening up and being booked. Jinjer has rebooked their headline tour. Direct support will come from Suicide Silence, and Jinjer also shared a report from the studio where they are hard at work on a brand new album, Killer. Rammstein has announced they have pushed their 2021 tour dates over the 2022. This is good news because the Rammstein tour is a big deal. It was sold out worldwide, and hopefully that means we're going to hear about North American rescheduled dates really soon. More festivals and tours giving the finger to disease and fear. Bloodstock Open Air has announced 11 new bands. Get hype! Joining the already killer bill will be the Wild Hearts Reunited, Raging Speedhorn, Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons, Hacktivist, Thunderous Jones, Ashen Crown, Luna's Coil, Earn, Forlorn World, King Witch, and a few others. In a tour cancellation completely, the Hollywood Vampires, the supergroup featuring Alice Cooper, Joe Perry of Aerosmith, and actor Johnny Depp, has completely canceled their summer tour plans for 2021. They're going to refund everybody at the point of purchase, and hopefully they will get on the road again in 2022. In Fear Factory news, the band has dropped a video teaser for the artwork for their upcoming album, tentatively titled Regenerate. The teaser was created by All Shall Perish and Light the Torch guitarist Francesco Artisato, and even though there was no music, this artwork teaser gives us the feeling that we might get a single drop really soon. I also want to give a shout out to the guy who commented on our YouTube with a video of how to say some of these band names and artists. Thank you very much. In a special live streaming event, Anneke van Giersbergen is going to do her first ever solo live stream this coming Monday, March 28th. She's got tiers of packages, and one of them includes a private encore for a set fee. This is really special and unique and super cool of Anneke. Her new album, Darkest Skies of the Brightest, is out now on Inside Out Music. Body Count, Body Count. Fresh off their big Grammy win for their single Bum Rush, Body Count has released a brand new video for their song, The Hate Is Real. It was the winning contest entry from their contest a few months ago to create a fan-made video, and it features sock puppets. What's more metal than sock puppets? Nothing! Congrats to Body Count again, and this video is awesome. eOne Music has announced a special re-release of Crowbar's classic Time Heals Nothing. The sludge doom masterpiece is getting a first vinyl issue ever on a gorgeous splatter design. They're gonna sell out like the last one did. There's only 1,000 made worldwide. That's US and Europe, everybody. So rush out and go get that vinyl now. Ohio black metal band Plaguewielder just dropped a brand new single, Forever We Shall Be, from their upcoming album, Covenant Death. It's dropping next week from Disorder Records. We're getting news of many bands in the studio. Gramma, Vedetta, the rockers are back in the studio right now, working on a new album, hopefully for release later in 2021 via Mandrone Records. In an album you might have missed last week, Ra is back with a new album, Incorrupted, on Wake Up Music Rocks Records, and the album features guest appearances from Lejon from Seven Dust and Dustin from Starset. Super cool to have this extreme awesome band back in the fold. Melodic death metalers Insomnium, the Finnish greats, have released a brand new single, The Conjurer. That's right, they didn't spend the downtime of the pandemic sitting on their laurels, they were writing new songs, and they dropped a new single and a video. No word yet from the band if this is part of a larger release or a standalone single. Italian death metalers Hideous Divinity have dropped a brand new single, Archeron, Stream of Woe, on Century Media from their upcoming EP, all about aliens and sci-fi and abductions and weirdness. We are all in for this release. Progressive rock supergroup The Aristocrats are back with a brand new live album, Freeze! Live in Europe, that's right. We are super excited for this release. We saw the band here in America and they were incredible, and we hope to chat with a member of the band promoting this release. California heavy rockers Them Evils are back with a brand new single, Pour Out Another One. And the video for the track was directed by their own guitarist David Delaney. Monster Magnet is back, that's right, they've announced a brand new covers album, A Better Dystopia. The band spent the down year from the pandemic working on a bunch of obscure and awesome psychedelic rock covers, and we can't wait to hear it. Irish rock guitar legend Gary Moore will have an album of unreleased material coming soon from Mascot Records and Provogue Records jointly. There's been very little unreleased material from Gary since he passed away 10 years ago, and if you don't know the great solo artist and Thin Lizzy guitarist, you're missing out. Black Veil Brides are back. They announced their very first virtual acoustic tour, which has already begun this week, but the dates run through mid-next week. We actually talked about the band working on a brand new album in our recent interview with Lonnie Eagleton. Last week we brought you the news that Machine Head was going to do an album playthrough of The More Things Change for that 24th anniversary of that album. This Friday on their acoustic happy hour, they're doing The Blackening. The Blackening is surely one of the greatest albums ever by Machine Head or any metal band, and we're excited to hear it. You can check it out on Machine Head's YouTube channel or Rob Flint's Twitch account. Dragon Force guitarist Herman Lee is doing an awesome thing for guitarist Jason Becker. You know that he's been living for 30 years plus with ALS, and Herman has undertaken an awesome charity event, telethon, and merch sale to raise money for Jason. This is super awesome. There's a huge list of artists you can read here who are going to participate. This is pretty amazing, all through the end of March and all of April. Israeli hardcore metal band Eternal Struggle is here with their brand new upcoming album, Year of the Gut, coming out soon on Upstate Records in the US. This band is badass. They have a great sound similar to Madball or Hatebreed or even old school Haunted, and it's produced by our pal Brian Mitz-Daniels, formerly in Madball, and mastered by legendary Swedish producer Tua Madsen. Their single, Indoctrination, is out now. Canadian rockers Juliet Ruin have dropped a brand new single and video from their EP out today, Dark Water. The single and video is Might. The video was directed and created by our pal Ty from Arrival of Autumn, and you can watch that right here at Ghost Cult. I shit you not. Unbelievable stories you can't make up. This week's I Shit You Not, we bring you the story of YouTuber Ali Spagnola. She created a musical instrument out of a bunch of springy door jams. You know, like Beavis, boing, that's the sound they make. So imagine all those boings played to the tune of Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. The riff made famous by Randy Rhoads came to life with these door springs, and it's hilarious. Props to you, Ali. And now for a look at Who Rules It Streaming. This week's Who Rules It Streaming features the March edition of Metal Injection's Slay at Home Fest. Slay at Home Fest March supported Women's History Month and the charity Equality Now. You can find the link below. Bands featured this month include Beast, Damn Him, Meek is Murder coming back, Sahar, Tableau Mort, Two-Faced Sinner, Cognitive, Resolution 15, Prostitution, Illusions of Grandeur, Old, Reality Grey, and Tacolation, and a cover collaboration with members of Venom Inc., Darkest Hour, and Mutoid Man covering Metallica. And now some of the music out for New Music Friday. 68, Give One, Take One, Cooking Vinyl Records. 1782, From the Graveyard, Heavy Psych Sounds. Aura, Triade. 1, Eos, Deber Morte. As everything unfolds, within each lies the other. Long Branch Records, Band of Spice, By the Corner of Tomorrow, Scarlet Records, Butterside, Spiritual Violence, Motorhead, Silver Lining Records, Celestial Sanctuary, Soul Diminished, Redefining Darkness, Church Road Recordings, Cryptosis, Bionic Swarm, Century Media Records, Evanescence, The Bitter Truth, BMG Records, Genghis Tron, Dream Weapon, Relapse Records, Ghost of Atlantis, 3624, Black Lion Records, Grand Royal, Carry On, The Sign Records, Greenleaf, Echoes from a Mass, Napalm Records, Hound, I Know My Enemies, Metalville Records, Carbholes, Contra, Metalville Records, The LA Maybe, Dirty Damn Tricks, self-released, Liquid Tension Experiment, LTE3, Inside Out Recordings, Memoriam, To the End, Reaper Records, Metalite, A Virtual World, AFM Records, Odd Dimension, The Blue Dawn, Scarlet Records, Future Scene, The Fading Flame, Trickroid Records, Sanguisu Gabog, Tortured Whole, Century Media Records, Sacrista, Sworn to Profound Heresy, Purity Through Fire, Smith Conson Self-Titled, BMG Records, Stranger Vision, Poetica, Pride Enjoyed Records, Tomahawk, Tonic Immobility, Ipecac Recordings, Witchseeker, Scene of a Dying Wild, Dying Victims, and Yawning Suns, Sky Island, Ripple Music. And now for a look in our mailbag. This week's mailbag featured this awesome shirt that I got from Black Doomba Records. Black Doomba Records is an awesome record label down south that specializes in doom, stoner rock, psychedelic rock, and all kinds of things. It's led by Tommy Stewart. You know his band Tommy Stewart's Direwolves. And of course he was in the band Hallows Eve in the 80s on Metal Blade. We just put out a box set. Tommy sent me this awesome shirt. He sent me a little note card, a patch, some stickers. Super cool. We appreciate the support, Tommy, and we support you right back. You made it to the end of the show, so you know what time it is. No. It's the end of the show, so you know what time it is. The show is over. Nope, that's not it either. Guess what? You made it to the end, so you know what time it is. It's time for the ending. That's right. Struggling today. Guess what? You made it to the end of the show, so you know what time it is. Time for the big finish. Thank you again for supporting GhostColdMag.com, a small business. As we say every week at this juncture, it's a tough time in the world, so please, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and stay fucking metal!